All right, guys, we are now recording. What is going on? I'm not going to waste too much time with introductions here because we have a lot to cover. This is going to be super casual. Going to be walking you guys through all of this. I know it looks kind of confusing right now, but I promise by the end of it, hopefully you'll at least have some kind of like understanding. Watch it a couple times if you have to. That's completely fine. So today I'm going to be walking you through an AI business model that I've personally tested. I made it was only 3 days into it, I made about $100, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's infinitely scalable. And for only being 3 days into it, making my first $100 in a single day, it's pretty decent. Now, of course, I'm more focused on my agency right now, but I still think it's a really interesting business model, and I want to share it with you guys. So that's what we're going to talk about. So it's the AI art side hustle, and there are going to be a couple different things that you need. Essentially, what it is like selling using AI to generate art and then selling that on like canvases and stuff like that. But there's a couple different iterations, and we can get into that. You're going to need a couple different things. So first and foremost, when it comes to where you're actually selling these, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be talking about Etsy, but you can use Shopify, you can sell on Redbubble, you can sell pretty much anywhere. Etsy's notorious for being really, really, really strict with their guidelines. Like the first time I did this, my shop actually got suspended. Second time I was successful and it was fine because I learned, but that's going to be something you want to keep in mind. I have it right here in the important notes. So Etsy guidelines are strict. They do not like drop shipping. So your best bet might be to use the AI to create the art and then put it on the canvases and order them and hold actual physical inventory. If not, there are lots of drop shipping guides out there that you can use. Not a big deal. So next, test sites and quality. There's lots of different sites out there that you can use to put art on these canvases. They're going to vary in quality. It depends a lot on the website you're buying from. So don't be afraid to, buy a canvas from this website and this website and compare the two. You want to give your customers quality products. It's not just about the money. Next, something I also learned, avoid copyrighted topics. Now, I know when you go on Etsy, you see tons of people selling Mickey Mouse stuff, Master Chief. It's like, well, if they're selling it, why can't I? Don't do that. I learned that the hard way. Your listing will get taken down. Don't do it. Now, it can also be other things. It doesn't have to be canvas art. That's fine. You can do things like digital planners, and I've even actually added some ideas right here. So like landscapes, digital planners, website creation kits, journals you can do, video game character sprites, NFT art creation. You can do custom art creation. You can do shirts and other like accessories, mugs, iPhone cases. Literally the possibilities are limitless. And for that, you can use print on demand websites, which I'm not going to go into detail because we already have so much to cover. But yeah, you can just literally do anything. It doesn't have to be canvases, but for the purposes of this video, it's going to be canvases. Okay. So we got that covered. Etsy or something else. I covered my important notes with you guys. Now let's get into actually how you make this. So you're going to need to use Midjourney. Now Midjourney is $8 a month, but if you haven't already, you can get a free trial. It's like 25 credits, so you can generate 25 images. Just get your first listings up. I'm going to kind of take you through how to use that in just a second. But just to kind of go over this real quick, you'll also need a second tool, and it's called Remini. Now, this one is right here, and it's an AI photo enhancer. So what you get from Midjourney will be high quality, but you want it to be the highest quality possible because you don't want to be having a blurry canvas. Nobody wants that, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to, generate something from Midjourney, and then you're going to throw it into this enhancer, and it's just going to enhance the quality, make it a lot better, work out the details. Definitely worth it. Again, just get a free trial. Not a big deal. So grab a free trial of that, and then you're going to take it to Canva. Now, the reason we're taking it to Canva is for two reasons. So first and foremost, so we can use their mock-up templates, which is what this is right here. This is a photo of some farmland that we generated, basically. And this frame right here is not a photo that we took. It's just a mock-up. So you can put the image on there and it makes the mock-up. You can do all of that in Canva. And then also the second reason is because with these physical prints, we need them in different sizes. So and these are all in inches, by the way. You're gonna need 8 by 8, 11 by 14, 16 by 20, 18 by 24, 24 by 36, and 30 by 40. Now, you guys don't have to do that many sizes, but that's personally what I'd recommend. And Canva gives you an option to create those sizes in inches, which is what we need. So you're going to need Midjourney, Remini, and Canva. Going to work that through, right? So first and foremost, Midjourney. I don't know how long this video is going to be, by the way, so stick with me here. Midjourney is going to be something that you can either use it on their own server or you can install it on your own Discord server, like I did with the Roundtable. And it's super easy. So as you can see, like I generated some AI images right here, and really the only limit is your creativity. So you're going to do /imagine, and it'll come up with a command like this. It'll ask you to give a prompt. I'm just going to say, I don't know, Spartan warrior, if I can spell. We're going to do abstract. It's going to be super simple. You can do concept art, delicate lighting, and then you can tell it like the style that you want it to be. It can be like sketch style. You can add like hero if you want. Strong and masculine. And then next, what I'd recommend adding is this HD HQ 8K. This will just increase the quality. And then what you're going to want to do is put 2 dashes and then a V, and then put a space and add a 5. This is version 5 of Midjourney. It's basically like the most up to date. I think they have a new one now. It's like 5.1, but just use 5 for now. You should be fine. But you can do --Q2. That's always something that I add. And then --stylize 500. So from my understanding, I could be wrong about this, but stylizing basically is just like how creative do you want it to get, like how crazy. You can move that up or you can move it down to keep it more like closer to the prompt that you give it. But stylize 500 is kind of like the sweet spot for me. The next one, this aspect right here, you don't have to do this. So when you generate, like if I hit enter right now and I started generating it, it would generate in like squares. But say you're generating for something else and you need a landscape, what you can do is you can do --aspect and then 16 with the colons and then 9. So this will basically give it a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, which is 1920 by 1080 or something similar. And that'll basically turn it into a landscape. So we'll go ahead and hit enter and just let it create that. So while that's going, you can also come into Midjourney. And so like these are some of mine that I've generated. Like I generated this, you know, they're all pretty fucking cool. But what you can actually do is if you need some inspiration, you can head over to the Explore tab and you can look at all of these. And the cool thing is it shows you exactly like what model they used. So V5 upscale, they used V5, version 5. And then you can also see the prompts that they used, which is great for drawing inspiration. Don't just steal their art. Don't do that. But it'll give you all of the info down here. It'll give you like the parent image. So it'll give you like the 4 options that it gave them. And then you can just kind of see what they did and you can draw inspiration from that. So that's always something that's really cool to do. Let's see if this is done. So boom, it's done. I really like this first one. So if you wanted to maybe, you know, if you like that one and you're happy with it, you can click this U, which what that means is upscale. So it'll just take that image, make it bigger. If you like it, but you kind of want something similar to it, you can click this V, right? So we're just going to go ahead and upscale that just for the purposes of the video. Now well, actually that was fast. That was really fast. As you can see, it's pretty awesome quality, honestly. It actually looks really good. Midjourney's gotten a lot better at making quality stuff it takes a while to populate, so maybe that's not ready yet. But Midjourney's gotten a lot better at taking quality stuff, so maybe you won't need the Remini, but I still recommend it just to work out those kinks and like make it the very best that it could be. Now, moving on, going back to our little flow chart. So then you would take it to Remini. This is super simple. I'm not gonna log in. So you basically choose your file and you drop it. Maybe it's this Canva mockup, right? It's gonna enhance it. It's gonna take a few seconds. And it's basically going to give you this slider. This is the before and after. So, of course, this was really crappy quality before because I just screenshotted like from super far away. But you can see the slider to see the before and after. So of course the screenshot was blurry because it's super small, and this just made it a lot better. So you can only imagine how good it would do with an image that already looks pretty fucking good. And then you download it, without the watermark, and then you take it into Canva. Now, guys, just get a Canva subscription. Like, genuinely, if you're running any kind of business, you're going to use Canva, especially if you're doing something e-commerce or like creative related. You're going to need Canva. Like, that's not even that's not even negotiable. I love Canva. And again, you're just going to take what you got from Remini and put it into these sizes, and you can like save them into a folder for each like different one. So for example, I've got like my Spartan one right here. It's like I can make a folder called Spartan, put it into the different sizes, and then you're going to go to this website, Canvas Champ. And yeah, they have a bunch of different sizes, super cheap. And you can do custom sizes as well in the sizes that I showed you. You throw the image on there and you pay. If you need help doing that, then this might not be the site also for you, because it's pretty fucking easy. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Now moving on, that isn't the only thing that you're going to need to do. Of course, like, yeah, you create the art using Midjourney, you enhance it with Remini, you create the mock-up in Canva and the different sizes of the art and like put them on the canvas. But there's more that goes into this, right? There's SEO, which is search engine optimization, and keywords and all of that jargon that I'm going to kind of explain. So SEO and keywords are incredibly important because they are what rank your listing on Etsy. You want to rank higher so people will see your stuff and actually buy it. It doesn't matter if it's buried under 70,000 fucking other listings. No one's going to fucking buy it. So, right? Now, moving on, there are two ways that you can go about this. You can use ChatGPT, which is a little bit limited, and I'm going to show you in a second, but it's not bad for generating ideas. So you can use ChatGPT to create some keywords, or you can use a tool called eRank, which is 100% what I recommend. It's like $6 a month. Just get a free trial. I promise you'll fall in love with it. I know I'm sending you a lot of paid stuff, but you can get free trials for all this, okay? And just see what you need. So you can use ChatGPT to generate keywords, or you can use eRank to find keywords, and you can also find trends. So I'm going to show you kind of how to do that. We're going to use ChatGPT. Now, this is already a prompt that I've used. Quick note, make sure you are using ChatGPT 4. That's just the best version. And then make sure you enable web browsing. Now, this is a beta feature right now, but enable web browsing just so it can pull from like actual modern data and not just super old stuff. So I asked it, just as an example, what are some good ranking SEO keywords I might be able to use for an Etsy listing that is a painting of Yoshi on a canvas? So obviously it gives you some rules of thumb, relevance, search volume, and competition. And it gives you some suggestions. So Yoshi art, Yoshi wall art, Yoshi canvas painting, super simple. But we don't really know how those rank. Like, I mean, yeah, they're relevant and they relate, but how do they rank? How much competition is there? How much search volume is there? And that's where eRank comes in. You can ask ChatGPT, but I don't know. It's not really gonna. It's not gonna give you much. I feel like it's just gonna pull from like another website, which other websites they don't like. If you find an article on Bing and it's like top 10 top selling, this and this, it's not really gonna give you much. It's not going to tell you. It's just going to tell you what you already know. Like, it's not really worth it. So let's just say Nintendo artwork. That's the keyword that we're going to take, right? Now we're going to move over into eRank. Now they have lots of different stuff. But as you can see right up here, you have Etsy, and you can enter keywords. So I'll enter Nintendo artwork. Give that a search. We'll see if it works, considering I don't have a subscription, but boom. So it'll show you the statistics for that keyword. Average searches are pretty shit. The average click-through rate is super high, but the clicks and the searches are so low that it's not even worth it. Like, the competition, super low. Click-through rate, great. But the clicks and the searches, ass, right? Now, it'll give you a ton of different information. Now, I have to upgrade for all of this, but I'll just do like Yoshi wall art next, because that'll kind of give me something to articulate with. Let me grab a drink. How long has this been going? 15 minutes. Wow. Okay, now this one's different because we have a lot of competition, and like it'll tell you what the statistics are for that specific keyword up here. It doesn't know for the Yoshi wall art, which is fine. But it'll also give you some related ones down here. So it'll kind of tell you like what the competition is, the Google searches, the cost per click. It'll tell you a bunch of Google competition stuff. And then it'll show you on like Etsy how many clicks they get, the click-through rate, all of that stuff. And you can kind of like go through here and see maybe where you can kind of grab some other keywords. So instead, I'm gonna do just Yoshi. I don't want to use all my quota for the day. Boom. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking here, right? The Yoshi is probably a decent keyword. I mean, there's not horribly much competition, tons of clicks, great searches, and the click-through rate is pretty fucking high too, right? So, boom, you have one keyword. That's awesome. And then you just pretty much rinse and repeat this process. You can go through some of these and just kind of pick them out. So it's like, Yoshi, all right, I don't really like these because, yeah, there's not a lot of competition, but I don't know if they're good keywords. Like maybe there's not a lot of volume. So what else is related to Yoshi? Well, Mario. Mario is. So let's pick up some keywords there. Then you can kind of like just get some inspiration. And then if you can't find anything there, it's like, well, I am selling wall art, so maybe I can do that. And then boom, yeah, this has been a popular Etsy keyword. Of course it fucking has. It's wall art. And you can sort by like the competition. You can kind of go through, be like, okay, this doesn't really relate. Make sure it's stuff that actually relates to your listing, guys, or else you're not going to get any sales. Like if you're selling Yoshi wall art and you find a listing that's like digital planner and it's like ranking super well and you throw that keyword on there, it doesn't fucking matter because people who are looking for digital planners are not going to buy your Yoshi wall art. So make sure your keywords actually somewhat relate. So yeah, that's basically how you would do it. You can generate some keyword ideas using ChatGPT. You can plug them into eRank, and eRank also has like something where you can check out like trends and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different stuff you can do on these dashboards. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's basically about it. Some quick notes. So for mid-journey prompts, again, use the aspect 16:9 for landscape photos. Use HDHQ 8K. Include the version 5, the Q2, and the stylized 500 minimum. You want to be as detailed as possible with your prompts. Separate each thing by commas, and specify like the art style that you're looking for. Some ChatGPT notes. Use ChatGPT 4 if possible and enable access to the internet. Even though it's in beta, it still helps. Now, your to-do list per coming off of this video is you need to sign up for Midjourney and Remini. Again, you can get like those free trials. Sign up for Canva, get a free trial. Sign up for eRank, optional but recommended. Get a free trial. My cat's feeder just went off. And then sign up for Etsy, Shopify, or some other site that you're going to be selling on. Get your banks and legalities finished. So I have like a little legal checklist right here. Do not worry about forming an LLC. You haven't sold anything yet, right? Operate as a sole proprietorship right now. Don't worry about operating agreements or partnership agreements, but get yourself set up with, like attach your bank to your Etsy, get yourself set up with QuickBooks maybe if you're looking for accounting software. In terms of Mercury, you don't need that. That's a business bank account. PandaDoc, that's if you're signing contracts. You're not going to need it. But maybe create a P&L spreadsheet. That's a profit and loss spreadsheet. Just so you can kind of have an idea of what your finances look like. And that's also why I recommend QuickBooks. You can link it to your bank accounts and just kind of have an idea of what's going where, right? So get your banks and legalities finished. Start creating fucking art. Midjourney, enhance it on Remini, take it to Canva, add it to a mockup, and then create some different sizes as well. If you're using Shopify, now like on Etsy, they'll do the marketing for you. Like they will drive, Etsy gets its own traffic. It's like Amazon, right? But for like custom art stuff. If you're selling on Amazon, like you're naturally going to get traffic to your listings because Amazon is driving traffic there. It's the same way with Etsy. You can buy Etsy ads. You can put like $5 a day into Etsy ads, and it will drive more traffic. It will have it like on the promoted screen. But on Etsy, you don't have to worry about like doing any specific marketing. Just make sure your listings are SEO and keyword like optimized. If you're using Shopify, you'll have to, or like something else, you'll have to create content yourself. So you can do paid ads, which if you're a beginner and you don't have a budget, I don't recommend it. Or you can create content yourself through organic marketing. So like, create a TikTok with your fucking canvas. And if you don't think that's possible, then this isn't for you, because I've seen people fucking print thousands of dollars a day off some really stupid shit on TikTok. So get creative, have fun with it, create a brand name. I think that's it. If you found this useful, follow me on Twitter, because you should be following me. Yeah, if you found this useful, follow me on Twitter. Be sure to check out my other social media and sign up for my newsletter as well. It's actually in my bio. You'll get a free AI toolkit. Right now, I'm working on optimizing that. It's going to be over 500 different AI tools that you just get for free. Okay, so join my newsletter. And that being said, I think that's it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions.